In today's video, I'm opening a Yu-Gi-Oh collection from a fellow Yu-Gi tuber. What's up, guys? We are back with another collection opening, which FYI, there are going to be a lot of collection openings coming up because I have a lot of collections coming in. That's not a bad thing if you like collections. So this is a pretty cool one. This is a PSA graded collection from a fellow Yu-Gi tuber named Yugioh. If you guys have not heard of him, he's done collecting content, he's done Master Duel content, and he even has like a Vanguard channel, I think. I don't really follow Vanguard, so I don't know. So before we get into that, we have a giveaway. I'll be giving away these two chibi cards, Gores and Gear Free the Eye of the Night, two of my favorite chibi cards in that set. Just like the video, be subscribed, turn on notifications. Let me know down below what you think about this collection. And FYI, most of these cards are going to be on ruxin34.com, so if you want to buy any, check it out. Oh, I think I left my Edison deck over there. Let me just go get it. Oh my gosh, I just fell into the bottomless trap hole. Yes, this video is sponsored by Whatnot. What was that little skit about? The next Whatnot stream this Thursday. And you might have guessed, based on the bottomless trap hole, if you guys play Edison format or anything that uses bottomless trap hole, you know that Champion Pack 4 bottomless is $800 for near mint. Wow, that sounds really expensive. How are you gonna afford that? Maybe you should check out my Whatnot stream this Thursday at 4 p.m. Central, where I'm opening Champion Pack 4 packs that you can get for much cheaper than $800. And maybe you'll pull that super rare bottomless $800, by the way. So click that link below, go to my Whatnot stream, make sure you bookmark it because we're going to be opening Champion Pack 4, one of the rarest packs out there because it's Champion Pack. Really, really hard to get. And of course, it has that insane Edison bottomless, and there's many other cool cards as well. We'll get to that during the stream. And of course, don't forget to check out the $20 bundles that are available right now. If you're a new user, if you buy anything on my Whatnot stream or on my Whatnot marketplace, you get a free Stampede pack. So make sure you don't fall into that bottomless trap hole. The only thing you need to fall into is the next Whatnot stream. Here we go. Let's actually start off with another card he sent separately. I think he got it from someone in a trade and they sent it to me. Pretty big card to start us off. A Dark Magician, first edition, Legend of Blue Eyes, PSA 9. Yeah, very nice. And it is a wavy print, as you guys can see on the surface. Pretty amazing looking card. It's got that dark look to it, which I love about the wavy cards. They're really, really pretty. Got the blue, purple, and green Dark Magician. It's a really sweet looking card. Really, really sweet looking card. So yeah, this one is available on my website, so go check it out, ruxin34.com, along with the other ones. But very, very cool. I mean, it's a great way to start. There are some other really sick cards in here as well. So let's go ahead and open this box. It's got all kinds of stuff all over it, so I'm just gonna open it over here. Also, if you guys are wondering about the Nats vlog, I have multiple videos coming out about that, but it is taking a little bit. There's a lot of footage and a lot of different audios you got to match up, a lot of different things we got to show. So keep in mind that is coming up very soon, but that is, you know, it's a big project. So keep an eye out for that. And if you're wondering about the Sam basketball thing, that's also going to be coming out. Probably going to be posting it on this channel, but you can check out Rux and Hoops as well, which is, who knows, we might start posting actual basketball content over there at some point. We'll see. Okay, we are starting off with a pretty nice card, a Right Arm of the Forbidden One, which is giving me flashbacks because I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but one time back in COVID hype days, I sold Yugioh a leg of the Forbidden One. I don't remember if it was right or left. First edition for $1,000. That's how much they cost back then. It was crazy. It was hype times. It was like Pokemon, but, you know, kind of a bad thing, honestly. So kind of nice to not be so expensive now. Well, it got lost. I had to refund him. So my biggest refund ever, $1,000. So kind of bad memories there seeing this, bringing that back a little bit. But it did work out okay. And now we have a Right Arm of the Forbidden One. This is a really old, this is a 268, 27319. So yeah, really early cert. This slab has got some stuff on it, but probably be a good one to get reslabbed. Very nice card though. Right Arm of the Forbidden One, beautiful card. Second up, speaking of Exodia, we have Exodia the Forbidden One. This is the head of Exodia. These are both glossy print, by the way, if you can't tell. If you look, they are not wavy. A little bit brighter, a little bit more speckled, I guess you could say, across the surface. Really, really cool card. This one's a little newer. This is the 4 millions, or the 40 millions, I guess, technically, is kind of when I was getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! So that was like 2018 or something like that. I think maybe I might have been some of the 30s, but I can't remember. I probably was into it. I just wasn't grading when the 30s were happening. Exodia. So check that out. Oh, wow. We got two pieces. What could come next? How about a left arm of the Forbidden One, also in the 40s? A little bit newer. PSA 9, so look, like we might be having a full set coming up here, potentially. This slab looks a little better. Got some stuff on the back, a little bit. Clean these up a tiny bit. Right leg of the Forbidden One. OC, a 9 OC? Okay, I didn't know that. That's pretty funny. That's pretty wild. What is going on with the edge of this card? 9 OC, interesting. The interesting thing is this isn't even that OC. They used to do this a lot, but they don't really do it anymore. 9 OC. Huh. But it's just like regular off-centered. Like they would have this all the time. If this is OC, there should be tons more OC, but they kind of stopped doing it, I guess, for that reason. Left leg of the Forbidden One. So here is another card. Yeah, the one I sold him, I think was the left leg potentially, and then it got lost. So this is a replacement, I guess, he got from somebody else, because that was definitely not mine, because I didn't get a 29 million. Mine was, I can't remember where I got it. Maybe I graded it. I can't remember, because I think the one that I actually pulled was graded BGS, so it wasn't that one. Left leg of the Forbidden One. So full set right there. Exodia. Exodia! Obliterate! You gotta hold the legs up so the glare doesn't happen. So far, that's 6 first edition LOB cards, which is pretty insane. Not anymore. Let's move on to, still insane, but different card. Chimera Tech Overdragon, Ultimate Rare from Power of the Duelist. This is a PSA 8. It also looks like a Euro print. Euro print, let me know experts, but that Chimera Tech text is what makes me think it is. And then the stars look a little different as well. I think this is a Euro print Chimera Tech Overdragon, which is really cool. Funny story, when I was at the Edison tournament, I accidentally had Chimera Tech Overdragon on my sheet, and luckily the guy was like, "Are you sure you want to play Overdragon?" I was like, no, I do not. Edison. And look, when I make this reference now in this video, keep in mind comments that sometimes when you make a reference, it's like I'm recording this at a different time than when the video comes out, right? So if there's been more Edison updates, then it might have happened. But right now, the current update for Edison is that they are halting it at official OTS stores. It can't be an official tournament anymore. It's not good. It's not good stuff. So keep that. That's the context for now. Okay, next up, Dark Magician Girl, PSA 8. This is the CT2, which is the 2005 10. This is one of our newer certs so far, 5.7. Really nice card. Secret rare, beautiful. This PSA 10 actually goes for a lot. Just a PSA 8, so it's probably going to be, you know, I think the raw card's 30, 40, 50 bucks. I don't know exactly what it is, but all the prices will be popping up on the screen. So you guys will know before I do. Then there is a Barrel Dragon, which FYI, if you missed my PSA return video, go check it out. I actually got a PSA 10 of this, which is really cool. Let's see, it's right here. I haven't put it away yet. I haven't put it away just yet. Here's the PSA 10 that I graded, which is insane. That's going in the collection. Here's a PSA 8. So this is gonna be a lot cheaper than a PSA 10, but it's also a pretty nice looking card, right? Looks really, really nice. I cannot believe he didn't use sleeves for his slabs. I used to not use sleeves for the slabs, and then I started doing it, and now I'm like addicted to sleeving all the slabs. So yeah, there's that. All right, Mystical Space Typhoon, way off center. See, like this is more off center than that Exodia limb was. Not OC, but they don't do OC anymore, really. This is a 63 million. So we're at 100 million currently. So this is a few years ago, but getting newer. This one was probably around the same time, 122, 109. Yeah, it's probably the same sub. For Yoku, PSA 10. We got a gem that, whoa. No, maybe it's, oh, okay, it was just shifted up. I was like, wow, that centering is not good. Still a little bit weird, but it's not terrible. All right, Ryoku PSA 10. All right, we had a big one. First edition of Blue Eye. Reaper of the Cards. You weren't expecting that, were you? You were expecting Blue Eyes or something. Reaper of the Cards, he's a rare, he's just a 9. Pretty epic card in the anime. You know, they're trying to, is it Joey who's in the graveyard? I think Joey ends up in the grave. There's multiple people, like Bones goes to the graveyard too, but Joey's in the graveyard. I think during the Bakura duel, when they're dueling like Yami Bakura, and like Bakura is in there as Change of Heart and whatever. Yeah, so Reaper of the Cards, he plays a little part in the anime. Dark Necrofair First Ed, PSA 8. This is a pretty sweet card. The centering is really bad as well. Pretty nice looking card. Dark Necrofair. Beautiful. LON First Edition. Oh, the hardest of armors, PSA 10. Hey, if you're looking for LOB Commons, this is a PSA 10. I am getting actually very close to completing my Metal Raiders full holo set in PSA 10. So after that, I'm gonna have to decide if I ever do a complete common and rare set, it'll be Metal Raiders. So I might actually do that for PSA at some point. I might have to open some more Metal Raiders packs to get more cards. That might actually be a fun journey to complete the full set. Then there is a time with, you know, I actually need this card, PSA 10. So who knows? This may or may not be on the website. I might just buy this, but you know, sometimes I buy too many things and I'm like, where'd all my money go? Oh, I bought everything instead of selling stuff. So that's a problem when you collect the things you sell. it can be rough. But this is one of the only cards I need, so I might actually buy it. I think the last one I need would be, well, I need some of the secrets. I might need both secrets and Metal Raiders, but I just got Barrel Dragon. I think I need Change of Heart. That might be it. I gotta double check when I'm going through my collection, but I think I just need Change of Heart if I buy this card. So I might have to do that. That'd be pretty cool. Dragon Master Knight up next, Ultimate Edition 2. Oh, FYI, speaking of selling stuff, I have Ultimate Edition 2 sealed with the Dragon Master Knight and the 2 Dark Revelation packs. So if you are interested in that, it's on my website as well, ruxum34.com. So if you want to grab some of that, keep it sealed, open it up. If you want to buy it and have me open it up, that's always a huge yes for me. Just so, especially if it's a new, like old stuff. If it's like a new box, I'm probably not going to open it for you because I already do so many new openings. But if it's something like old school and you buy it for me, or if you just have it and you want me to open it, I'm always down to do that because it's great content and you guys get to see it. So just FYI there. Okay, next up, this is a pretty cool collection because there's some high-end stuff. There's a couple of commons and stuff, but there's some pretty awesome items that you get to see. I think I probably picked the highest end to start with, but there are some other high-end stuff as well. There is a Toon Summon Skull. Speaking of, first edition Magic Roller. Why does this... Man, that thing is really shiny. It almost looked Euro for a second. Really nice. PSA 9. This is also in his 63 million sub. Really nice. Toon Summon Skull. Beautiful card. PSA 10 of this card. I actually don't have this card. PSA 10. So that'd be really cool to get at some point. I think I might have graded one and sold it one time. Kind of wish I hadn't. Oh, Polymerization. Glossy. First edition LOB. Yeah, I thought there was a corner ding. There's no. Okay, good. Really nice poly. I do have this PSA 10 in my collection. My LOB collection is not nearly as close as my MRD. MRD is much farther, which I like MRD better, so it's fine. And Blue Eyes has Blue Eyes. LOB has Blue Eyes. You have to actually get the PSA 10. I have PSA 9. PSA 10 is just too expensive. I'm not made out of money, guys. Can't buy that. Yeah, I'm having a baby soon, which FYI, some of you guys are watching this show. What? What? I didn't know about that. Yeah, it's the first video you've seen. We've talked about it multiple times, but yes, yes, I am. Very soon. Daddy Rux. So Daddy Rux in the comments right now. Okay, Dark Magician Girl PSA 9. The Lost Art promotion. This is the original one with the EN019. I think the other one's like EN035 or something like that, where they redid it. I can't remember why they redid it. I think there was just too much demand or something. Can't remember exactly. It might have been during COVID times too, where it was hard to like certain people get them and stuff like that. Remind me the actual lore of this Dark Magician Girl. PSA 9. I think there might be another Dark Magician Girl in here. Yep, there is. PSA 9 as well, so we don't need to spend too much time on both of those. We got a Sogan. I do love LOB. I love the deep green look, especially the wavy on these. They look amazing. This is a glossy, as you can tell just by scanning across. If you're looking at this, you're like, what is wavy and glossy? If you're looking at the card stock, which is like how the light's hitting it, is how you tell. You see all it's kind of like just a bunch of little dots. It's almost like pointillism over here. Yeah, I took art class back in middle school. Yeah, it just kind of reflects like that. Wavy instead is like in long lines, like waves. This is like a bunch of little dots. That's kind of how you tell the difference, even on commons and rares. So pretty cool Sogan. Then we have a Mystical Sheep, number 2. This is a PSA 8. So the 8s and 9s on these commons are not like crazy value or anything, but they are cool. Ooh, BPT 2003, Secret Rare Blue Eyes. It's only a near mid 7, but getting these cards in any nice condition is really tough because right out of the pack, man, a lot of this just has a bunch of junk on it. Just wiped it off. They just pull them out of the tins. They've been sliding around that tin for 20 something years at this point, 23 years for, no, 22 for 2003. And it messes up the back. Well, this is still a cool card. It's also the second version of this card in 2003. 2002 had the limited edition right there. 2003 didn't. Also, I think that there's a little bit of a different look, like it's a little bit brighter than the 2002. I like the darker look in my opinion on the 2002, but this is still a really, really pretty card. It's not reverse foil or anything. It would be going that way if it was, but there is a possibility it could be. Actually, now that I say that, I'm not sure about 2003. 2002 could have reverse. Let me know. Does 2003 have reverses? Now I'm blanking on that. I don't want to spread misinformation by accident. Okay, then we have a Paladin of White Dragon. Funny enough, I've used this in Wheeled Anime probably yesterday when you're seeing this, or a couple days ago, the last episode, episode 8. Paladin of White Dragon, I got to be Kaiba man. I'm Kaiba, but I'm also from the spirit world. I can't speak like Kaiba. I really wish I could because he has such a cool voice, but I need to do more training on like this cadence and stuff, but very cool card. This is actually a pretty, I couldn't believe how good the effect is on this because I haven't used it in so long. You make the ritual. He's a ritual 4, so if you just Manju, you get the other piece you need. Like, let's say you have Paladin or the ritual. You grab the other one, then you activate the effect Tribute Manju, bring out Paladin, so it's not that hard to bring him out. He can tribute himself to bring blue eyes out from the deck, which is a crazy effect. He can also attack a face down, and he has Mystic Swordsman level 2's effect where he automatically destroys the set. So he's got a couple of cool effects. It's actually a really cool card, and a really nice looking card as well. I love the look of this dude. He's a tiny little dragon, but the Paladin, I guess the Paladin is technically the card, and then he's riding the dragon, but very cool. Let's go to the next one. Dark World Thorns, PSA 9. It's an LOB common, so a thorny plant found in the Darklands that wraps itself around any unwary traveler. So also cool, but just a common. Gaia, the Fierce Knight, LOB, just randomly an original LOB Unlimited in here. PSA 7. Oh, I can see why. Yeah, that might give you a 7. So pretty nice card outside of that big line right there on the back, but a really cool old school card. So nice stuff. A few more cards on this one. The Mass Beast. I love this card. First edition LON, ultra rare. Absolutely insanely good looking. Look at that artwork. Love this dude. Hey, this was one of my King of Games greatest moments in the first episode, the Mass Beast. I mean, nobody knew what it was. It was not the most perfect drawing of all time, but I did figure it out thanks to looking at this card many times. I love this guy. Really cool. He has a place in the anime. 3,200 attack back in the day was like, I can't believe this. This is insane. I can't whisper too quietly. It's going to cut me out. All right, 2 more cards. Beast Skull Dragon. This is the 2002 Collector's Tin. So, wait, this actually is reverse foil, right? Where's the secret rare? All these cards around me, and none of them are secret rares. I probably got one in the stack. Yeah, because this one goes this way, and this one goes the opposite. This is a reverse foil Summoned Skull. So that is pretty nice, because that'll add a lot of value to it, actually. It's only a near mint to mint 8. Centering is really bad on it. But it is reverse foil, as you can barely tell. It goes that way. And if you have any 2002 tins, 10 promos, check and make sure they're not reverse. Or if they are, they're probably worth a little bit more because of it. So it's not the craziest error, but it does happen. Next item, Perfectly Ultimate, My Great Moth, an RIP to the Weevil voice actor. He was also big in the Pokemon anime as well. So RIP, just passed away recently. I found out while I was leaving for Nats. I put a little segment to him in the vlog. So really sad, because it's just sad to see those people that were involved in such an epic show back in the day for us as kids passing away, you know, getting older and stuff like that. So Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, My Great Moth. I loved his voice. As you guys know, I imitate it all the time. So sad times, RIP in the comment. Okay, last batch of cards. So far, pretty cool collection, right? Pretty cool. What is this? What is this? CCC grading? That is the thinnest slab I've ever seen. That's crazy. Wow. Okay, we have a Ghost Rare Dark Magician Girl from CCC. 8.5 centering, 9, 9.5, 9.5. I'm not going to lie, though. For some reason, this Dark Magician Girl's hollow is looking kind of nice. It normally doesn't look that great. I guess if you see it like that, it looks pretty bad. But that looks pretty cool when you got that shine in there. And this slab is so thin, you can see, like, everything. Which is a nice look. It's nice. It looks pretty nice. I don't know if I would recommend this. It seems like that slab's actually, like, I don't know. It's just too small. It's very strange. Too skinny. Too skinny. I don't know. Okay, next up, we have Serpent Knight Dragon. This is a PSA 10. This is pretty cool. I do have this card in my collection. Very, very cool. First edition Serpent Knight. I love Serpent Knight Dragon. A lot of these I just need to take a microfiber to, but they are a little scuffed up, so could be reslabbed at some point. It's really kind of a hassle to do, but it's not that expensive, at least. Really cool PSA 10 Serpent Knight Dragon. MRL first edition, 3rd set ever. The retail secret rare. A dragon created from the soul of a wicked knight. Used by the one and only Rex Raptor and against Joey Wheeler. Not won by Joey Wheeler. He took the red eyes instead, but I'm not going to lie. This is one of my favorite artworks in old school Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's really cool. Then, Firegrass, PSA 9. A fire-breathing plant found growing near volcanoes. Okay, cool. Next. Rush Card Fire. Look at the centering on this. Tiny sliver and giant over on that side. The Crush card. Wow, that thing's misaligned. Okay, Crush Card Virus. Then a little Dark Magician Girl. PSA 8. So there's another one in here. They are all the 19 promo. So they are the first original Lart. Negate attack, PSA 9, a really beautiful card. I used to love this card back in the day, and then I realized it's really not that good. It just stalls them for a turn. It doesn't destroy their monsters. It doesn't bounce them back to hand. It doesn't do any of that. It just stops the attack. They're still on the field. You still have to deal with them. So it does have a really beautiful look, and that's probably why I played it, because I had the sacred cards, and I was like, dang. The card's like really nice looking. Really nice looking. So PSA 9. A few more items left. Jinzo from the 10. This is a regular secret rare. Centering his push way down. A giant forehead on this one, just like me, and a tiny little sliver at the bottom. Really cool. Tinzo secret rare from the 2003 10s. Same as that blue eyes we had earlier. PSA 7. PSA 7 again. Okay, another Tinzo. Back-to-back 7s. All right. Next is Kumotoko, a massive intelligent spider that traps enemies with webbing. PSA 9. PSA 8. More cards. Firegrass. Another Firegrass? 2 Firegrass. Okay. Few more. 6 more cards. 6 more total cards. Let's see what else we can see here. Turtle Tigre. A tiger encased in a protective shell that attacks with razor sharp fangs. Not the razor sharp caudal fins. That's different. That's a different card. He does not have a caudal fin. He has a shell. He's the Turtle Tigre. Do we have anything that's not a common left? 7 Tools of the Bandit, first edition Ultra from Metal Raiders. This is not a very expensive card, even in PSA 10, so I imagine the 9 pretty affordable at this point. Not a horrible card back in old Yu-Gi-Oh! Like if they have Mirror Force and they activate it and you just change 7 Tools of the Bandit, you're kind of chilling, right? You're kind of chilling. So it's a pretty cool card. It's never one that you want to pull when you're opening a Metal Raiders box or something like that, but it is still pretty cool in general, like outside of that scenario. Or cards left. Black Illusion Ritual 7. So many 7s in here randomly. Centering was pretty off on that one. Honestly, looks pretty good. Something wrong with the corners or something? No, centering can't knock you 3 grades, so it's got to be something else. Card looks really nice. Maybe the top left corner. Maybe that. I was doing the rhyme thing where I'm looking at it off camera, but that seems really low, but you can't see it outside the slab, so it's Metal Dragon, another near mint 7. Steel Grotto number 1 and Lesser Dragon create the Metal Dragon for 1850 attack. Why would you do that? At least it's 1850, so it's better than the other 2, but still not that strong to use polymerization. 3 different cards. 2 more cards. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, check out Rexon34.com. Also, shout out Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh! For selling me these cards. Check him out if you guys would like. He has a YouTube channel as well. Woody Phantom, PSA 9, dressed in night black tuxedo. This creature presides over death. I can see that. I can see him presiding over death. I think he actually does in the anime at some point. I think he does. It sounds familiar. Last card here. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and check out my website if you guys want to grab any of these cards. Of course, check out those $20 bundles on Whatnot. They are available pretty much non-stop for the last few months. So if you want to get those and you're a new user, you get that free Stampede pack. You're going to get $20, 7 packs. If you're a new user, you're getting $5 plus shipping for 8 total packs, including that pack. So it's a pretty crazy deal. Here we go. Let's see the last one. Forest. Okay, I do love the Forest. Beautiful card. Another glossy LOB first ed. Got an 8 though, so it didn't really do that great. But overall, I mean, that's a lot of really cool cards, right? A lot of really cool cards. So very excited to pick this collection up. And the Time Wizard, speaking of collection, might be going in mine. Might be happening. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a PSA graded collection video like my whole collection. We'll make that. Check out other videos as the outro rolls. Shout out to American Deutscher, Brandon Chaney, Adams, Ghost King TCG, Ronald Apple. Oh, and Archlord Christia First Edition! Ian Musa Jr. Barding, Robert F.
That is not possible! The first set of packs!
Changeling and Crypto Poppy Mike. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I'll see you guys next time.
The Blue Eyes White Dragon has been pulled! Let's go!